Welcome to Boxing on the Record with Chi and Randy. Chi, man, what's going on with you, man? What's on your mind? What you want to put on the record?
Man, Randy. I'm drained. I'm exhausted. Just got back from this conference, this week-long conference. But something that's very important is dear to me is we have a fight coming on tomorrow. Shakur versus Edwin de los Santos. They did their weigh-in today. I was able to catch that weigh-in during my commute. Um, and I want to say something about this particular fight itself. As we all know, more than likely, it's not going to be too much of a challenge for Shakur. He's just his boxing IQ, his just everything about Shakur, his ability, all these different types of things. I feel is going to be way too much for De Los Santos. But here's the thing about De Los Santos, though. He's a fighter. He's a come get you if I can, and he's got pop in both his hands, and the dude just keeps coming and keeps coming and keeps coming. And my what I would like to see, even though we know Shakur is going to win, well, I'd like to see Shakur in some type of adversity. It doesn't have to be anything major. Just something I want to see how he responds to a hard punch to the gut, to see how he makes an adjustment at that moment, or a punch that got through the guard and got him on his jaw or something, and it landed really hard because De Los Santos has the ability to do that. I want that to happen to Shakur just so I can see how he responds to it. Not because I want Shakur to lose or any of those things, but it's going to tell me a lot about who he is as a fighter, how much he has grown as a fighter, how he thinks, how he moves, those different type of things. If he's able to make adjustments in this right when something's happening. So those are the type of things I'm going to be looking for, Randy. We already know how it's going to play. I know Shakur is going to use his reach um, on him because Shakur is really good with distance and balance and all these different type of things. But I just, this is something I really want to see happen if we can get that in the fight. And I think, I believe that De Los Santos does have the ability to potentially hurt Shakur if he can get to him. Not hurt him like Tank, you know. Nobody's gonna hurt him like Tank, but at least to let him know that he's there in the fight with them, man. What you got on all that, Randy? Talk to me.
Well, I don't think there's really nobody out there right now that can give Shakur that what you're looking for because Shakur's at the top of the game, at the top of the food chain. Ain't too many people up there with him. Like we just said, you got Tank in the division. You got Devin just left the division. So I think those just the three guys that are on top right now. Everybody else is just along for the ride. De Los Santos he's a good fighter. Um, he hitting hard, but he's not a great fighter. Even though he's hitting hard, I don't think Tank. I mean, I don't think Devin. I don't think Shakur. Named all of them again, but I don't think Shakur is gonna just allow him to get off like that because, like we said, his ring IQ is too high for him to just trade with De Los Santos. So I'm not looking for him to get hurt by De Los Santos because like I told you, I nicknamed him Ricky Ticky Taffy because I mean he in and out like a robbery, and the only person probably could get him in that position is Tank, but I don't even think Tank would be able to get him in that position because he's already aware of Tank Equalizer and he's aware of that. So he's not going to put himself in the position to get him up in that. So Delisandro, I don't think he have enough ring IQ, and I don't think he's been uh, in enough wars or enough fights with people on Shakur level to even get him in that kind of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, you make total sense, Randy. I can't even debate you on any of what you just said. It's truth. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just jump straight to the weigh-in, man. And there was nothing special about the weigh-in, but I'm gonna tell you something that I didn't. It's just me personally. That's all. Just me personally. I didn't like, or I don't want to say I didn't like, because I do like, real banter, if you will, back and forth. I just, I don't like Shakur trying to get in his face, I guess, trying to speak whatever he's trying to speak. Don't do this to a cat that nobody asked you to fight. You know what I'm saying? This is not that fight. So, save it for like a Tank, save it for a Devin, save it for those kids, you know what I'm saying? Or, somebody that's really going to pose a challenge. But trying to like hype up a fight and do all this, talking trash when he knows that Dos Santos can't even speak English, don't understand, thinking that you saying hi, how's your mama, everything good, do you need any extra money? That's all he thinking you saying. He don't understand what you're saying. So yeah, I just think Shakur's trying too hard to try to, I guess, bring more interest to the fight. It's false, it's whack, it's unnecessary to me. It's time for him to go ahead and just get it out the way and then just really stop talking and just move on. I don't know how many more fights he has with Bob. My schedule's been very crazy, so I'm a little bit behind on some of my boxing information that's happening right now. But he needs to really get done with that contract and move on with his life so he can fight some real talent, man, some real cats. So because he's aging as well, he needs to really start focusing on his craft and getting his skills better. He's good, but he needs to keep on working so he can become that elite guy. He's elite when he's fighting against nobody or a couple top cats. But we need him to be like this all-time great. In order to do that, you really need to stay in the ring and you need to fight top guys. What you got on there, Randy?
I think we're talking about the top guys and he fighting anybody. I think we're in a situation where there's nobody for him to fight. I mean, who do you want to see him in the ring with? Ain't I mean the only people that can really give him that competition to the point where he gonna get pushed or they're gonna stretch him is Tank and Devin. I mean, everybody else, like I said again, is just along for the ride. So I think that's why we haven't seen those fights because I mean I can't think of nobody just off the top of my head who would give Shakur a run for his money, if you will. Um Also, I think with this in his press conference, he was making mention to the fact that how he was um, you know, if he was trying to sell a fight or whatever. I think he's just growing up, man. I think he's just coming into his own. I think Shakur is young and he's finally trying to take control of his career, even though he's still with Bob. And I just think we just finna see exactly who Shakur is. Shakur is very confident and he really believe in himself. So he just I think we're just finna see a transformation of Shakur. I don't know if we're gonna see him transform two times, three times, or whatever, but we know we seen Floyd transform from pretty boy to money. So we just seeing Shakur transfer from just Shakur the little kid to Shakur the young adult, or either Shakur uh the grown man.
You could be right about that, Randy. And one thing, and you and I definitely agree, like you said, as you were speaking about top guys, who's really there for him to fight. That's why I highlighted. I don't know how many more fights he has under Bob, but he needs to get that out the way so that he can really move on. So what do I mean by that? He can move up in weight, bro. He can go ahead. Let's just jump. Let me just okay. I did what I had to do at 135, whatever. Let me go to 140 now. Let me go 147. There's cats there that can at least start posing some type of challenge for him, especially if he goes to 47. That's what I mean. Just keep moving so we can start seeing how good you really are. I mean, like you say, it makes no sense for me to be at 120 pounds where there's only one other guy at 120 pounds and this dude's like a D level fighter. And I'm talking I'm the greatest. I mean, where are those top guys at? Well, the higher up I go in weight, the better competition gets. And so let me start going up so I can start fighting those top tier guys. Not necessarily top, elite level, but the guys that are way better than the cats that I'm fighting here at 135. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, we're on the same page there. And that's just a note for clarification. You got anything else, man, before we go ahead and wrap it up?
Well, I hear what you're saying when you say that he should move up, but I kind of beg to differ again because I think the reason why as you heard me state numerous times, the reason why Terrence beat Earl so bad because he was more prepared than Earl. So I think if Shakur move up before time just to find somebody to fight, I think he probably shoot himself in the foot because he's moving up, but he's not really ready to move up. He need these people right now to sharpen his skills. If he mess around and move up, like I said, too soon and get into one of those guys uh at 40, he may lose. But if he take his time to get to 40, he can sustain himself at 40, maybe even go to 47.
Yeah, it's an interesting point. I'm just going to go ahead and just flat out state that it's bogus, garbage, trash. I totally disagree with you. That's about all I got for it, baby. We get down.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. I ain't see that. I ain't see that liver shot coming, but I'll take it. And with that being said, we're out of here like last year.
Peace.